Good morning, South Florida.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Grab your coffee as we brew up the talk of the day.
From the latest scoop around town
to feel-good stories and messages of hope.
A few jokes and live plumbing.
Highlighting local businesses.
Discussing hot trends and news stories.
A dash of feel-good nostalgia.
I love those morning cartoons.
Keeping up with upcoming events.
Sometimes trying and delicious foods.
Weekly horoscope updates.
An occasional flying duck.
Some sparkle dust.
Don't forget my bell.
And my wand.
With our brew crew laughing on set.
So grab your coffee, your bagel, donut, or any breakfast as we get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
And don't leave us hanging. Give us a follow. Comment live or call right into the show at 888-994-4995 Studio B.
Whether it's a tip of the day or just to say good morning, we'd love to hear from you.
From Amp Media Production Studio, it's
the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. Freddie, you have to get up. We've got a morning show to do.
Just give me 5 more minutes. Where'd I put my hat?
Come on, Freddie. You don't have time. Get out of bed.
I can never find my hat when I need it.
We'll get the hat at the studio. Let's go. Pour yourself some coffee and get to the studio because it's time for the morning show.
Now, where's my bell?
Welcome to the morning show with Dawn and Freddie S., the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
This.
And welcome.
What a beautiful.
That's a picture. Listen, I spent all weekend
of what?
Getting rid of them. I'm sorry. I don't know what.
Somehow our account is filled with Freddie things.
Not Freddie things.
It ain't mine.
It ain't mine either.
Oh, is this the naked
Yes,
models
there's
again?
another one.
Oh, no.
There's another one in the bikini.
Oh,
See,
no.
they're not naked. They're just, this camera angle does not work.
Oh, it got messed up.
Yes.
Mm.
You just gotta push it. No, not that one.
Wrong
not that
camera. The one on next to the TV.
No, it's gonna have to be the other way.
Let's see. Let's look at the wide angle and see where we're at.
It has to show more.
This portion of the show is brought to you by
I think that's good.
Confucius. Because Confucius say.
Not so great.
More.
Lower it a little bit. It's like better. A little bit more. So,
Yeah.
okay.
That's okay. We look like the Adam family anyway.
Anyway, okay. Happy
Everybody
Monday,
move.
everyone.
Move a little bit.
And there
move.
we go. Monday morning. How was that Super Bowl situation for
Congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles.
you? There you go.
This is the last nice thing I'm going to say about Philadelphia. Anything.
Josh isn't here yet.
Yes,
to,
so I
egg you
got
on.
to I got to tip my hat, yes. But now that's done. Most boring Super Bowl I've ever seen. Sorry. And now the Mets and the Phillies can get it on. And here we go.
Well,
and the
I
Knicks
just,
and the
I just
Phillies.
have to back up, yes. Congratulations to the Philadelphia Phillies. Eagles. No, Eagles. Stop that in my head. The Eagles. But the Super Bowl halftime show, I know I'm old, and I understand the visual of
I don't
what
get
it
you.
was.
I don't understand what
I
you
do
don't
not understand the lyrics of the
No,
song.
forget about the lyrics. Nobody
I
understood
think
that.
that's unimportant.
Well,
I think
then
it's
how
the
do you know what they're
message.
saying? I understand the message was about the United States. I understand the red, white, and blue. I understand.
It was
the
a
divide-
diss
the,
concert.
The only people who understood with the lyrics were Kendrick fans and those who know his music.
You
Otherwise,
knew it?
Everyone was in the dark.
Well, then why was he the halftime show? I don't think he.
Because he just won.
But they had booked that. They had booked the halftime show way before he won
Yes.
the Grammys last
He's
week.
a popular artist.
Yeah, he's
A lot of people listen to him.
popular.
And then tell me about SZA. I just did not understand.
Well, I love SZA, but it was
Why did she
all-
show
It
up?
wasn't
all
really
awful.
SZA.
It was all awful.
I don't listen
The
to SZA.
you had the tennis star. What's her name?
Serena Williams.
Serena is the ex of the guy he was
Drake.
making fun of, Drake.
Yeah.
And Drake.
Serena Williams and Drake were together.
Yeah.
Yeah, they dated in like the early 2000s.
Oh, dude, what's
or
his name
something
proposed
like
to
that.
Taylor Swift?
No,
Oh, lame.
that never happened. He was crying.
What? Oh, because he lost?
No, because he dropped 2 passes. He stunk. But you know, again, he stunk in that game. He's still, for me,
He
a Hall of
didn't
Famer.
stink. He just
No, he was
they just
horrible.
didn't win,
No, he
and
was
things
horrible.
happen.
No, he was. That whole team, they got run over by destiny is what happened. But back to this halftime thing, it was a whole diss deal. And to use, and I had this conversation with Gio and his group.
Yeah.
to use the Super Bowl to allow this. The
As a
Super Bowl
political
allowed
platform?
it, not a political platform, but a statement, and apparently it was brilliant. The way he divided the
Brilliant?
country and he was sitting in the middle.
Enrique says it was not brilliant.
It was brilliant. If you understand what he's trying to say, he has the Bloods and the gang members.
like
The
West
Bloods
Side
and
Story?
the Bloods are red, and the blue is
They had the red and the white.
no, the blue and the red. The gangs,
Like
the
West
gang
and
thing.
East.
Bloods and Crips?
The Bloods and Crips was put up there. The car, you saw the car at the beginning.
Yeah.
That is symbolic of his career, his startup, and that has something to do with Buick. If you know anything about that story, I mean, look it up. It's all sorts. They took it apart. They
Did you
showed
look it up? Does
Yes,
it make sense to you now?
absolutely. The man is brilliant because he took that show and got paid I don't know how many millions to do 15 minutes of I don't know what, and he left everybody saying whoop, and he still got paid.
Yep, he just got paid at the end of the day. Don't
He got
matter.
paid.
But, yeah.
Hey, if I
just
pay
didn't
you
understand it.
the money he got, and you went up there and you went blah, 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 for 15 minutes, do you care what anybody thinks?
Nope.
Well, there you go. Man, the myth and the legend.
Interesting. All right, so on to the commercials.
They weren't good either.
Yes, they were.
I didn't watch any.
Some
of
Do
of
them.
we
them
have
were
any?
good.
Do we have
Do you
any?
have any of them?
I have. It's just like one big video of commercials.
I know we have to like play a little, stop, play a little. But
Yeah,
the
we can
funny
do
thing,
that.
which video do you remember?
It's 9 minutes long. I didn't watch any.
So they were the old ladies for the WeatherTech commercial.
That was funny.
That was hilarious.
But that's also based on the movies. There was a lot of movie stuff.
Was the sandwich one? That was one of them, right? From When Harry Met Sally?
Yes,
Yeah.
that
Yes,
was
that
fun.
was
But you
amazing.
see,
That was
that you
amazing.
got that,
Yeah.
I'm amazed.
Yeah.
Why? That's a
Why?
classic.
Because
iconic
she's
scene.
not in our age.
Yeah,
That's
but
a classic
scene
movie.
everyone
Everyone
knows.
Classic.
has to see.
So you knew it right off the bat?
Yeah.
Okay, ask him if he knows.
Do you know that movie When Harry Met Sally?
Guys don't do
Eh.
rom-coms. Guys do not do
They
rom-coms
should.
unless their girlfriend
They
makes them
should.
watch the rom-com.
But
Oh,
for
it's
me,
such a good
the
movie.
Dorito commercial,
I didn't even see it.
Oh.
it reminded me of her.
It was a different Dorito commercial?
Well, now every time I hear the word Dorito, I think of me.
With the life force, sucking the
I see.
Dorito through the life force. I looked at that. I started running around laughing. Linda goes, "What are you doing?" I says, "We know Dorito. This reminds me of her." I thought that was
Maybe,
good.
Dorito, if you like go through the video like on the side and see if you could find what we're
Yeah.
talking about, you can do that and just play it out as we talk. But I don't know.
Yeah, but you know what they're doing? They're making you sign apps because they want you to vote on the best commercial. So everybody's trying to milk this thing. So
I
I
think the
couldn't find
Instacart
anything.
commercial was kind of cool.
It was good. All the vegetables.
All the vegetables, Mr. Clean,
I forgot the milk.
Kool-Aid, all the things that
Still a
walked
little
to the
cow.
person's house. That was kind of cool.
So the cow.
The Instacart commercial I thought was cool. They had a lot of Uber Eats commercials. Matthew
course.
McConaughey and the chicken
I
wings.
just kept getting Uber Eats notifications all day yesterday.
a lot of Uber
Game
Eats.
day eats, game day discounts. I'm like, get away from me. Don't
What
touch
is the aliens piece? The alien, which reminded me of Sally. There was an alien piece with I think the sandwich or something goes out there. I thought it was hilarious.
I tried watching as much as I could because there were a lot. I think of there were local ones and then there were national ones. Some
Yeah.
you knew were just the local ones that we see a lot, and then the national ones. The old lady one was kind of funny.
The NFL hate commercial I thought was spot on, and they did two of them with Snoop and an actor.
Did you see the one about Jesus for all of us?
Yes.
About greatness.
Yes.
Was
I
that
thought
national?
that was great.
You think or local? You
No,
think that was
that's
the Super Bowl?
they do that every Super Bowl.
I don't think
They
we
ran
have
it
the
twice.
Dorito one.
Who pays for that commercial? Who supports
The
that one?
Catholic Church. Somebody. Do you know how many bananas you had to pay for a 30-second spot?
Bananas
Because this is
or
bananas.
dollars?
Dollars.
Oh.
Okay.
But
I'm
it's
like,
bananas. Do you know how
Okay.
much you had to pay?
It's like bands.
Is that just
and,
like the stroke? Or?
Okay. Yeah.
How many
No.
you had to pay? How much? How much you think?
1.2. I don't know.
1.2, she says.
10.2,
A little less.
9.2,
A little bit less.
8.
9.
Bingo.
$8 million for 30-second commercial.
Bingo.
I love it.
Bingo.
I just love
8 million a
love that.
pop.
It's crazy.
And those
Can
are
you
the
imagine?
national ones.
No, any commercial they aired yesterday was 8 million bananas. I can't
Like
believe
Instacart, I guess. Okay. Uber
8
Eats,
million.
yes.
8 million. Their whole budget for the year,
WeatherTech, okay.
8 million bananas. And did you guys know that Tubi showed the game?
Tubi, yeah.
That's how everybody saw
That's where I
it.
was trying to watch the halftime show, but I was late.
On Tubi?
Yeah, I was late to the show.
Do you have a
It was
Tubi
over.
account?
Yeah.
So I have a Tubi account unbeknown to me, and I could not watch it on my laptop. I had to zoom it in on my phone
Oh, okay.
Okay.
because they verified they wanted your email. So now
Yeah.
I'm going to get bombarded with Tubi. So I couldn't use my phone for the 4 hours of this dreadful game. My goodness
It
gracious.
wasn't dreadful. It just wasn't an equal matchup yesterday for whatever reasons. And Kansas City is way better than they brought out yesterday. The Eagles dominated for sure. The quarterback, Mahomes, had some issues yesterday, and then you got a problem.
No, Mahomes didn't have not one issue.
Why? We had
The
2
offensive
interceptions.
line had issues. That was the problem. They rushed 4 guys, which, by the way, outweighed the offensive line by, I don't know, whatever, the weight. But those 4 guys created such havoc, and what they did was they jammed up the middle. Mahomes has a bad habit of running away through the middle instead of going to the right or to the left, and that was that whole game.
And the pick
whole
six.
game. Well, one of them was because his own lineman got bullied, got hit as he was throwing it. That was one problem. The other one was because they had a guy in his face. He had no time.
So did you see the end where they gave these guys a birthday cake? I guess it was 2 of their birthdays.
Yeah.
That's how you know you're just guys playing a sport, because all they wanted was the birthday cake. So they're sitting there, 22, 26, like, just give me some birthday cake. I worked a
Well,
really hard game.
he caught an interception and
Right,
scored.
so he's like,
it's
I just need
amazing
my
for your
cake.
birthday.
Right? What a game. 22?
If you were the Eagles, man, you had.
Josh must be beaming, like hanging from the ceiling beaming.
Hey, and listen, you got to give all the credits to the Eagles. Can't take anything away from it. Hurt said 2 years ago he sat alone for a long time. He didn't talk to nobody because that one hurt. And the way the Eagles lost that game, they should have won. But they won. Congratulations. I thought it was boring. The halftime wasn't my cup of tea. Had a hard time staying awake on that one too. Commercials were.
Again, we're old.
Yeah, but
Yeah, no, we're just old.
I've
We're-
seen-
this
that
is
was
just
that was Super Bowl 59, right?
Yeah.
geared towards
59.
youth.
I've seen 53 Super Bowls. Wow, I am old. I've seen
You're just
53 Super Bowls, and I anticipated that one to be great, and it wasn't.
Every year the Super Bowl just like gets worse.
We think so? Last year wasn't that bad.
I mean, I only watched the halftime show, but I thought the halftime show last year was terrible also. So
Yeah.
I think they're just like boring.
You
They're
don't-
boring. There's
you-
nothing. There's no oomph to it anymore.
You
There's
didn't
no
play
fun.
any games or anything during the game?
No.
You have to do
I
something.
don't have people who do things for the Super Bowl.
But the problem is you got no friends.
I have friends that
You
they
need
just
new
don't care about
friends.
the Super Bowl.
Or you need new friends. You got to go.
Not really. I don't care about the Super Bowl.
Somebody should have taken you to a bar. So you go to Eagles Bar. Here in Fort Lauderdale, they have one. I'm pretty sure they all lit there.
It'd just be an excuse to drink. That's all it
Yeah.
is. But do I really need that?
Well, it was a commercial that says the Super Bowl was made for eating and drinking. That's why they make it.
All right, so Saturday night, so speaking of games, I went to my cousin's house for her birthday. We had Chinese food, so we all thought of the studio because they ordered in Chinese food.
You didn't think of the studio. I know
did.
what you're alluding to.
The studio. I'm alluding to the studio. Anyway, I was thinking of the studio, and then they had this game called Hitster, which for me and music and lyrics, I am the worst. I
You
create
must
my
have
own
been
lyrics.
the funniest.
I do not know
And you don't drink.
anything. So they divided it the guys and the girls.
You should have drank.
So everyone was either pretty much older than me, like in their mid 60s or older, and then there was a couple that was in their mid 30s. The ones in their mid 30s knew everything.
Every song.
Every song.
It's like these
because
people.
everything that came across, you get like a card, and there's a QR code, and you scan it and it plays the music. You have to guess the date, the song, and the artist.
The
It's fun.
date, the exact date,
date.
or like a decade.
So,
Like the year.
You have to guess.
That's insanity.
If you guess the date, you get a token. If you don't guess it, you get a card that says like 2000. It gives you the answer.
Oh.
But then everything else gets placed on this timeline of when other songs came out. I knew
One.
barely one. I knew who sang one of them. I don't know the names
Well, was
of
it
any
Barry,
songs.
Barry
And
Manilow
I was
or
off
something?
by like a decade on every single song.
That's okay. That's normal.
No, it's not. Like, I would think it's in the 2000s. It was in the 90s.
Wow.
I'm like 98. It was 2010. Like, is my brain just not processing decades or what?
No.
I'm like, how old were my kids?
no,
I don't know. I think
Who won?
it was kind of like a tie because no one knew anything.
Oh, there you go. It's a game that nobody
It's a
wins.
game that nobody
You should
knew
have taken
the
a shot when you
details.
got things wrong.
Well,
It
that's
really
what they
juiced it
said.
up.
They're like, everyone needs a drink, and then no one was drinking. But that's exactly
see,
the
you
only
don't
way
drink.
to do it.
You're no fun to watch a Super Bowl. What is
That
it?
wasn't
You
even
guys got
Super
to
Bowl.
drink.
That was Saturday night. That was a birthday party.
You didn't
But
drink
yeah.
watching either.
I didn't watch it.
How about Daniela? Did you?
Did I drink?
No, did you watch the
Okay.
game?
Oh. Do you
And
ask
did
me
you
if I
drink?
watched the game?
And you
No, I
drank?
did not watch the game. But
But
I
you
was
drank?
keeping up with the score on my phone. And did I drink? Yes, I did.
You were drinking heavy Saturday,
So
right?
White
Not
shoes?
heavy.
Oh, it was heavy. Oh, no, you were.
Quiet today.
You were in the deep end of the pool, I heard.
What?
Lifeguards and everything came out to save you.
What? No. It was totally
Cool.
controlled and cool.
Control. I know.
And
It's funny. One time I drank so much tequila. One time I just sat there and said, "This is totally so cool." I couldn't even get my way home.
yeah.
They had
Okay,
to
so
carry me.
Dorito. All right, we're gonna play some commercials.
Yeah, oops. It's not mean to do that. That was the wrong thing. I downloaded the wrong
Yeah,
thing.
that's an old Dorito.
Yeah, I'm gonna find it again, but the ones we have, we don't have the Dorito one on it.
What do we got?
We have.
Do you have a microphone?
Yes.
Okay, let's try that again. What was that?
Okay, so we don't have the Dorito commercial in this commercial thing we got here, but we have, let's see, our options are Bud Light, Pringles, another beer commercial, a lot of beer, Uber Eats.
All right, let's do the Uber Eats. That was a funny one.
All right,
Let's see what you got in the Uber Eats.
hold on.
Uber Eats. The funniest part of the Uber Eats commercial is the last part. Did you watch the game?
No.
I did, but it was boring.
Did you drink?
Nah, I'm on a dry month.
Oh, you're on the dry. That's the latest and
He's
greatest,
on dry
right?
month and he pulled an all-nighter. So how are you doing today?
I did pretty good.
What do you mean you pulled an all-nighter? Tell me when you got it.
Just didn't sleep. Just couldn't sleep.
Well, I got a story for you.
Oh, there you
Y'all ready?
Okay,
Right.
let's see what you got.
The dark secret of the game, but also features some pretty funny surprise cameos. You gotta see it. Here it is at number 1.
It has been a banner year for the National Football League. Or should I call it the National Football League? From the very beginning, football has been a conspiracy to make us hungry.
And we'll call this a pigskin. Make people crave bacon. Bacon.
And
everybody loves bacon. I love bacon.
They do anything to sell food.
Coach, how come we only play on Sundays? Because nobody's eating ice cream Saturdays, kid. Jeez. So the Packers were named after meat packers. So what should we call the fans, Coach?
Cheeseheads. Of course. Why do you think Buffalo got a team?
These wings deserve a team.
Yeah.
I figured out a good team name for Buffalo, Bill. Buffalo. Buffalo.
And their biggest game? Come on.
Our championship will be a Super Cup.
Can't eat out of a cup, Ted. But a bowl? How about a Super Bowl?
And we'll start naming players after appliances.
Hey, Coach, do I have to be called refrigerator?
Yes. And Peyton? He was a beef salesman.
Omaha!
Steak.
Omaha!
Steak. And they're still playing us. This year, we're not even hiding it anymore. We have Super Bowl licks. With a halftime show presented by an apple. In a stadium named after a salad.
Matthew.
Yeah. Hey.
Sorry, sir. You want me to make a movie about a football conspiracy?
Yes.
No.
Come on, Greta.
No.
Bacon's in.
Everybody loves bacon.
No one believes that football is just some conspiracy to sell
Food! When football makes you hungry, order Uber Eats.
There you have it, our countdown for the top.
Stop it there. I gotta tell you,
Football's a conspiracy to sell food.
What's his name? McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey.
He was involved in so much yesterday.
Yeah, I love
He announced it with his son. He announced the Eagles. They came in.
No, that was Bradley Cooper, but you're close.
Cooper did the Eagles?
Yeah. And that wasn't his son. That was a little boy with
It
juvenile.
wasn't Bradley
Yeah.
Cooper.
It was a little boy with juvenile arthritis that had given the
Hold it.
$1,000
Who announced
away.
the Chiefs? Oh yeah, maybe you are right. Maybe it was Cooper.
So it wasn't Matthew
You don't watch the
McConaughey
game,
or
man?
his son. It was
Well,
Bradley
McConaughey
Cooper
was
and
in
this other
everything.
guy.
Random kid.
Yeah.
That wasn't his son?
No.
Well,
It was the little boy who had gone viral on social media for giving. He was offered $1,000.
Oh, he's the
for
kid
the
that forwarded
tickets,
it?
He's the one that gave all the money. Right, so he
He
got
didn't
to
want
do
it?
that.
Wow.
Right.
Wow. It wasn't, but he was all over every commercial.
He was ever all over the
There's
chicken
the
wings
AI
commercials,
commercial,
yes.
and there's an AI deal where you can go to a restaurant and they will order the food and everything for you. And he was sitting out in the rain.
I don't know if I saw that one. I saw the chicken wings. Then I was thinking of you, Dorito. Like, what could we do here? Like, coffee, donuts, the amount of food that goes around here on your mockumentary.
Mhm.
We should do like a food thing or put some of the footage in from the barbecue
For what?
for your mockumentary.
What does food have to do with it?
Because all people do here is eat.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Oh, that'd be funny if like every time like you looked at someone to like you call them over to like get help or whatever, they're just like munching on like chips or something.
Yeah, because
like
if
they're
you,
busy.
this
Raised
place
on
is
slider.
just about food.
Yeah.
The amount of food that goes. Now I'm getting to the point where we ask people and they donate to the foundation, they donate food because everyone's hungry.
Well, the way the country's going, food is going to be a very expensive commodity.
We've had eggs in the refrigerator.
Yeah, save them.
We should probably eat them.
No, save
cook them. Save the
save-
eggs. You can't save
Yeah,
the
there's
eggs.
going to be a 50-cent surcharge on the eggs now.
Oh my gosh, it's insane. All right, you want to take a commercial break?
No,
Like-
what we,
No?
we should do is we should do a commercial during the show. But it has to be that kind of commercial, like a setup. So so it's
Her
him.
eyes.
Then she says that I bully her. Now you know why.
Whew, I'm not present at the moment.
Where did you go?
I don't know.
What's happening with you?
I don't know.
There's
It's not a
something
good day for
happening
me.
with you. Something's really happening. We're gonna have a little
Maybe a
chit
little
chat
bit of a
afterwards.
Funky.
You're
Not
funky?
It's not a funky fresh morning. It's just a funky morning.
You're funky?
Just not feeling.
She's not feeling it today.
Oh God. All right, let's take a commercial break.
More to come. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Sorry guys. I was looking up the video.
This is News in 60 with Alan Edwards.
Hamas militants have released 3 Israeli hostages in frail condition, while Israel has freed nearly 200 Palestinian prisoners as part of a Gaza ceasefire agreement. The hostages' severe malnutrition has sparked outrage in Israel, increasing pressure on Prime Minister Netanyahu regarding the ceasefire's future. Lebanon has formed its first full-fledged government since 2022, ending a prolonged political deadlock. Prime Minister Nawaf Salam announced the new administration aiming to restore confidence domestically and internationally. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has confirmed a new offensive in Russia's Kursk region, reporting significant enemy casualties. He also noted the presence of North Korean troops fighting alongside Russian forces. A small commuter plane that crashed in Alaska was found and has resulted in the deaths of 10 individuals. Kyle Norris reports.
The wreckage was located approximately 30 miles southeast of Nome after an extensive search involving multiple agencies.
Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Pizza Rica, tasty rich and pizza at 2001 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard or contact 561-826-8663.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Love the Brooklyn Cafe? Don't miss out on some of the latest merch we have available. Need a new shirt? The Brooklyn Cafe has you covered. We have a variety of shirts in all sizes, ranging from the classic cafe shirt to the highly coveted colorful hot dog shirt. Need something for cold weather? Why not grab one of our cafe hoodies? Or you can snuggle up with one of our soft, silk, touch fabric blankets. The Brooklyn Cafe has everything you need, from clothing about the show to our signature coffee blends and mugs. Get it while supplies last.
Family business. It's me, my sister, and her soon-to-be husband. We've been here for about 5 years, doing our thing in this beautiful little spot right in the heart of downtown Boca. We really are like that authentic New York, New Jersey, Northeast thing that you want to have when you're in South Florida. Our bagels are made from scratch every single day. They're top-notch, best you can get around here. And then lunch, chicken Caesar wrap, or like we have a beautiful avocado supreme salad. That's really, really great. And of course, all our sweets are incredible too. You know, something savory, salty, and a little something sweet after. And we will do our best to provide the best service, best food, best everything. And if there's anything you need, we'll do it.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to the morning show with Dawn and Freddie S., the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
And we're back.
So I'm just sitting here laughing because we've got Michael, Mikhail, and Michaela. And I'm thinking what that's going to do to your mind.
And we have Danny, Daniel, and Danila.
I'm thinking what
it's,
that's going to do to your
my
mind.
mind is...
That's why we have the nickname.
That's
my
pretty
mind.
much why you all have a nickname.
And then she doesn't want a nickname. Her name is Daniela. I have to just remember.
She didn't say
Prom
that.
queen,
Prom
tectonic.
queen.
Wait, tectonic.
Titanic. you like tectonic better?
I want neither.
You don't want neither.
Daniela works for her.
Yeah.
I
I
have
meant
to
to ask you
remember.
about the tectonic plate segment, though. Because I saw it on the green board, and I realized I never even talked to you about doing the tectonic
I don't know.
plate
I
segment.
don't know about a tectonic.
Well, you better hurry up because they're
segment.
shifting again.
They're always
catch it.
shifting
I'll be
is
there.
the thing.
I think they're always shifting.
No, didn't you hear the latest? Mars has earthquakes. And when they shake,
Well, we're
something
not on
happens.
Mars, so we're fine.
Okay, take it easy. When something shakes in Mars, we have something happening here. The plates move
I didn't know
because
about
of that.
that.
We should leave space alone.
I'm just telling you what was in the news. Also, Trump says no more pennies are being minted. It costs 3 cents to make a penny.
Well, then he's losing
Well,
money.
how stupid are we that we kept that going since the Reagan administration? It costs 3 cents to make a penny. So you ever notice that the pennies are like lighter and they sound like they're made of a different material? It's
When
not
was the
even
last time
copper.
you even saw a penny?
Yeah, I was about to say, nobody uses cash or change
Yesterday.
anymore.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
Yesterday.
I saw, that's funny you say that, Suave. The funniest thing, I saw this like skit someone made about like someone getting robbed nowadays, and the guy's like, "Give me all your cash," and the guy's like, "I don't carry cash on me. Are you stupid?" And he's like, "Fine, then give me all your credit cards." He's like, "Fine, I'll just cancel them when you walk away." He's like, "Then Venmo me." He's like, "But then I'll know who you are and I'll just arrest you." Like, what? And it's like impossible to rob people these days on the streets.
And then they go, take me and let's go to the ATM. Well, there's cameras there as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it doesn't pay to be a criminal.
No one has cash anymore.
Now they steal without you knowing they're stealing. Like they hack your bank account or something.
Suave, I love the way I think someone's at the door.
Somebody doesn't know how to open the door. I'm sorry. We're sorry to disturb you.
We're waking her up on a Monday morning.
She's like not with it today. She's like very upset.
So you want to say hi to Michaela?
Michaela, hello.
Hi. Good morning. Welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
How are you? It's all good.
We never know who walks in.
Midday show.
Midday
It's a
show?
midday show, yeah. That's the lady. Anyway, so how are you?
2 hours.
Listen, is their world? I just in mine.
All right, it's all good.
So how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I think I spoke to you.
Okay.
It was me or was it Dawn?
I think it was Heather.
Heather.
Yeah.
It was neither one of us.
No, Heather went through. They called everybody and contacted everyone.
Oh, very good.
All right, so you're a student at Lynn University.
I am.
And you're an international business major. We have a few of those this semester.
We do. And I have an assignment already for you.
Okay.
This is like Mission Impossible in this place.
Okay.
Meet Daniela over there. You're not feeling it today either, I noticed.
I'm a little tired.
I can see
Not
that.
from Saturday.
You know what happened to me Saturday?
What?
I must have felt your vibe. I did not sleep all night.
I didn't sleep Saturday either. I slept like crap.
If crap were a thing, I wish I had some. Because I could not sleep. I was up till 4 in the morning.
Oh.
And then I forced myself to close my eyes. And I woke up at 5.
Yeah.
I could not sleep on Saturday. So you know what I did? I watched the whole year of our shows.
That's how you know my sound doesn't work.
I watched everything that when this room was something else to now. I watched the stage. I watched the shows. I watched you. I heard.
Did you get some ideas, things to change, things to do?
A lot of stuff. We are missing so many marks on the mics because apparently that what happens is when you get involved in doing the film work, you forget you gotta light up the mics, and then there are people.
I did both.
Well, I'm telling you, I can show you a lot of incidents, but most of it is because you're doing something. You're doing 2 things, and it's very difficult to do 3 things. 2 things you can do, you can manage it to a certain degree. 3 you can't. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm sitting there at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm laughing because some of you guys in here are hilarious.
I think we gotta like raise the vibration. Everyone's a little quiet and like
I know,
really
too
low today
reserved.
on a Monday.
This set is not built for giving off. What do you call that? The mojo.
Funny vibes.
Yeah.
Hype. Conversation.
Like he doesn't
Hype
talk
music.
in his mic. You know, he keeps
Hype.
it down. I don't know why your
Hype.
thighs have to talk in the mic.
My bad.
Exactly.
So I was reading
Camera's
something.
over there.
It said to be considered upper middle class, and I know your generation's going to be like, and the 30s are going to be like, no, that's insane. What do you think your income needs to be considered upper middle class?
Yeah, you saw that, right? Look at Mona Lisa smile. Look at why do you cover your face when you laugh?
I don't know. It's like ha.
Why do you do that? What is this?
Stop bullying people in here.
What?
Don't
I don't bully
anyone.
her.
Is he bullying you?
But your trademark is the Mona Lisa smile. There you go.
I like how you
I gotta
raised
tell you,
the mic up to smile.
I gotta congratulate you on the press release.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, what a job that
Congratulations,
is.
that was amazing. I was trying to find the Google Docs you sent me. I can't find them, so we may have to send them again.
Yeah. I'm gonna resend them. I have a few people that Sorry, I'm used to these mics now. My apologies. My mom knows some contacts that she sent me over this past weekend, so there's about like 3 or 4 that I'm gonna reach out to today. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep pestering these people until they respond.
That was a great piece. I sent it out to maybe 100 people. Everybody said, wow, this is amazing.
It was amazing. Really incredible.
It was funny because he tagged me on my personal Instagram. I was like, oh, that's so funny. I wasn't expecting him to tag me on personal too.
It's missing your byline.
Yeah.
We're going to add that
Alright.
to the next publication that we're going to send out today. We saw a website on Thursday or Friday, Suave. We're going to share with you if you remember the name of the website, because it was like everything we're trying to create here. That was amazing. So we'll have to show that to you.
I
Do you
gotta-
remember the name of the company.
I gotta ask, the press releases are information like it was about the foundation, right?
Correct.
So why aren't we doing more press releases for shows and people and events and
We
highlights?
can, and we are going to.
That's exactly
This
what
is just the start. Yeah.
I said that to Dawn. She says, well, we have to think about it. I says,
No, I said you need a hook is what I said.
a hook. What is a hook?
Something to grab people's attention. Why are they going to be reading this? Why are they like, you know what I mean?
Because they want to get informed?
No, that's a
isn't
newsletter.
Isn't it? No.
There needs to be
Dang.
something that's so engaging for the reader to be like, oh my gosh, I need to tune into this show. Oh my gosh, I
But
need
a
to go
press
see what
release
Ant
is
Media
just a
Productions
point of
is.
information, right? You're
More
holding
like an
an
announcement.
It's more of like, yeah.
announcement.
It's usually
like,
bigger.
Today, Rico Suave is wearing a tie. Now, the
No,
content you
today
can't
Rico
control.
Suave meets J-Lo. See what their conversation is, and did they have a first kiss? Press release. Bam. Just
Wow. Yeah.
Right?
Going crazy over here.
That's
You
not
kiss
a
J-Lo?
press release.
It's like
J-Lo?
It's like when people name their
How
titles.
was that? Did Rico's
I don't kiss and tell, unfortunately.
First of all, that's not a press release. That's a gossip paper.
Press release is like Apple releasing a new phone. They're
Yes.
releasing the iPhone 17.
That's a press release.
17.
It's an
Apple's
announcement.
being like, we're releasing the iPhone 17. Here's why it's new
Here's
and
what to
different.
know.
And
Yeah.
here's what
Your
to know.
your show for the foundation should have a press release.
Yes.
Because
Yeah,
it's
it
a
can.
first.
It will.
That's a press release. Impulso Latino being new should have a press release. That's new. You know, you and I, we don't have press releases.
No, we've been doing this way too long.
Too much.
We're old.
Yeah,
That's
we're-
why it didn't make sense for us.
We're going to open a studio in California. That might be a press release.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah, for sure.
But we should definitely take advantage of it because you're on a roll. It was really good.
Thank you.
Now, it gave me an idea. I tell Dawn there's something called the invasion process. So let's say that
he
we're going.
He makes things up, so just bear with his mind.
I didn't make this up. This is
The
fact.
invasion process?
Don't listen to her. The invasion process. So Dawn is going to go and she's going to make a presentation, and it's about the foundation. So as she starts making the presentation, you guys are all lined up outside the room, and you start walking into the room, and you surround the room. I'm going to tell you something. That is powerful. And I got that idea from watching the picture that you guys did on the hot dog stand outside.
The picture we did at the hot dog stand?
Yeah, there was like this picture. It was like all these members of, everybody was doing it.
I had to get you. You were like on one end, and you're so teeny tiny, and then I have Gato on the other end, and he's not so teeny tiny. And I had to squeeze everybody into this picture. I think I got everybody.
You
in
got
there.
everyone. I thought you weren't going to get everyone.
I can't believe it. I was like, kind of just at the far edges. I know who could see because I had the sun behind
The sun
me. I'm
was
like,
so
just keep
bad.
snapping until we got everyone.
Yeah.
Right, but the picture works, and I think that there's, whenever you're making a presentation, can you imagine if you get a room full of the producers to surround this thing? And it doesn't matter at that stage of the game what even anybody's presenting, because they're going to look around, they're going to sense it, and they're going to feel it. Then at the end of the presentation, all the producers, they just stand there, and then they walk out. That to me is a ton of delivery. To me, it doesn't. Maybe I'm nuts. I don't know.
You're a little nuts.
I think
I
it'll
know.
be
You've got
powerful.
You've got big ideas.
I do.
I know.
This movie, once it gets going, is going to open up the doors to so many different things. But you got to remember something. When you buy a new pair of shoes, do you go home in the box and leave them in your closet? You don't answer. And leave them in the closet and don't put them on for a year? Or do you wear them and you step and you walk and you make sure that everybody knows you got them shoes, right?
I had a dream about shoes last night.
How'd that go for you?
Not well. They
Why?
were like $10, and when I put them on, they started falling apart, and so I started breaking them. And I was like, well, it was only $10. It's no big deal. And they were like bright blue. I would never purchase that.
Interesting.
So it was really weird. Random.
Oddly specific.
Yeah, I don't
Wow.
This conversation
I don't
too.
know. I don't know where that came from.
Totally on
Interesting.
point. But it goes with Freddie's about the shoes.
My subconscious knew this conversation was coming.
That's
Deja
hilarious
vu.
because she must have been driving. Were you driving?
No, I was actually. Oh my god, that's crazy you say that.
Of
I
course
had
it
to order an Uber because someone took my car. By the time the Uber got there, they brought my car back, and so I was like, oh, I guess I don't need you anymore, and then I drove.
That was your dream?
Like, that was
Yeah.
a dream, or this is real?
No, that was my dream.
Oh.
You had an Uber driver dream?
Yeah. I'm so confused now.
Isn't it amazing you think back, like if someone came back into this time from the past, before even cars, right? When it was like we were just founding on horses and going west. And if they came from that time period, forget Back to the Future, I guess like Back to the Future, to come into where we are now, to see that you don't even have to drive because now you can have Uber. You can do anything you want with this
You have
little
self-driving cars now.
This little device. You can get food, you can get an Uber, you can do
Yeah, you
anything
know,
you want from the palm of your hand.
Elon Musk is making Ubers like out of Teslas, but the cars drive themselves. They're gonna be called like pods or something.
I'll never get in it.
I hate that.
Have you seen people actually sleeping in cars
Mm-hmm.
because it's driving?
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Can you let go? Can you let a car drive you?
No, you need to every few minutes you need to touch the wheel so that the car knows that you're still awake and that you're still aware.
That's the new version then, because I never heard that before.
No,
that's
been a thing for a while.
That's been a thing for a long time.
Yeah.
It'll
Is it?
Yeah.
Because it was
shut
running
down.
people over. It was hitting people.
There's a lot of things happening that I guess I'm just getting old. I have conflicts with. One is
You're just conflicted.
One is two people in our government seem to be taking control over the United States.
We're not getting
trying
it political.
to. And I have a problem with that because that's not
We're
what
not
we were
going
founded
there.
on.
We're not going
I have a
there.
problem with people not accepting diversity. Huge problem
We're
with
not
that.
going there. We're not going there.
Why? Why is it okay for them to do their
This
side
is
and
not
us
the
do
arena.
ours?
This is the morning show. Good morning. How
But
are
that's
you?
okay. We can't have controversy in the morning on a Monday morning.
No, that's because those are political issues, and we said when we started this that we weren't going to do that. So
Yeah, but you
gotta
guys
hold
always
on to
bring
that.
into politics.
No,
too.
Freddie
You always say
does.
we're not getting political, but
I got
politics.
a problem.
Because-
Say one thing.
I'm just saying.
Don't get into
And
it.
I'm not political, but I do have a problem with inequity and treating people badly and unfairness and unjustness. All of that, I got problems with.
Unjustness?
Yes.
That's a word?
Yes, it's a Freddie word.
Is that-
Unjust.
Wow.
Being unjust. Does anyone not have a problem with that? I feel like
I don't think
we sit
anybody
very
doesn't have a
complacently.
problem with it.
There are people that don't.
I doubt that.
There are people that don't. Trust me, I've talked to people and they're like, "Oh, are you A?" And they pick a side. Or is she A? I'm like, and that
No,
defines you. Why?
what I love is when people say, "No, what's going on right now is to cleanse the country." What?
Yes, I've
What?
heard that too.
What?
So I've heard a lot of things. So yes, I got a problem with it, and I feel like if we don't speak up as a diverse group of individuals that we represent, then we are no better than people back in another time period that did not speak up for their rights. I'm just saying my opinion, maybe not.
You know,
that
I'm
in
very
the
happy you
studio.
brought this up because I actually sent the 4K video. Did we handbrake that? Did we fix that? The song I sent?
Yeah, it should be good.
We have it. Now, it's funny you bring this up. I don't know if you read my mind because we didn't talk about it. I've been home thinking about it, and I've been watching a lot of videos about how the United States is really, really in poor shape among each other. We don't talk to each other anymore. This is worse than the 60s, and none of you were alive in the 60s and 70s when this became an issue. And it became an issue of race. It became an issue of religion. It became a deal of anything. But at the end of the show, there's a song that was done by a band. You remember the name of the band?
I do not.
It starts with a D. Delusion?
I am not 100% sure.
I'll get the name.
Wait, I can look right now, actually.
You can look it up. And
Sometimes I think silence is like complacency, and is that the same as is that the song?
Disturbed.
Disturbed's
The Sound of
version
Silence.
of the Sound of Silence. Disturbed's version. There was 100 different versions of that song. But if you listen to this song, there are people that play it and they take it apart because psychologically the brain it was made for the brain to react a certain way. And when you see this thing, we'll play it at the end because I don't want them to take the whole show down. And we'll, whatever disclaimers, we're not making money at it or anything else. I just wanted to prove a point. And you're using the words that I lived all weekend.
Interesting.
Sound of Silence means we don't communicate anymore. We don't talk anymore. And the song talks about how music will unite those, what we're doing right now. But how many of you rebel and say, you know, what's going on is not wrong? I mean, the college ranks are the ones. You saw what happened to Columbia University, all the things that are going on around you right now. Most of you are graduating, so you're going to have to take this fight up upon yourself. Those that are still in school.
What's the job market look like? You're in school.
Not too many jobs.
Yeah.
In any
Small.
field?
No jobs?
Small, yeah.
Small?
Yeah.
Michaela?
Yeah, it's small, I agree.
What are you looking to do?
Marketing, communications, something along that route.
So it's finding your niche, right? Because now everyone, heck, people edit on this in here.
Yeah.
How many people you got coming this morning, Freddie?
I don't know, but I didn't realize that there
So,
were.
like, you know, I think the hard thing is you've got marketing because you're trained to do marketing, and there's only so many companies that are going to pay for it because other people are using all these other apps to market on their own. So how do you stand out in a crowd?
Be diverse with your skills and your experience is like the thing that I would say.
And how do you be diverse?
Different like internships, like be broad. Like I'm an international business management major, so I feel like that already is kind of different than someone who's majoring in like marketing or communications or something like that.
What's happening is the diversity is putting you to work for companies, people. So let's say you get a gig with 2 or 3 people. That's gonna be your beginning goal, because what's the first thing you run into when you try to get a major job? What's your experience? And you say, well, wait a minute, I just got out of school. He says, no, we need you to get experience. So these internships, what we're trying to do is we're trying to load up the word experience in your resume by exposing you to different things. Try different things. Be at the Kravitz and do a production. This goes on her resume, the film work she's going to do, doing the websites. But it's not only just doing websites, it's how do you sell them? How you become a salesman for the deal, which you have to learn. This is force feeding you to bend to what's happening outside those doors, outside in the street, which is tough, because right now, being better is not even good enough anymore. You got to be ingenious. You got to have an idea that nobody's ever heard of.
I feel like we need an idea like the Super Bowl commercials. You need to get to that level. We can't just be like everybody else. You just can't say you're posting this and you're posting that and oh, this is this or this is Daniela. There needs to be like a hook.
I had the Dorito one.
There needs to be a statement of what it is, of changing business, of elevating business. You just can't be, you can't be with everybody else. You're shaking your head. Yes, I don't even know your name. Hi, nice to meet you. I feel like we need to be at another level. What is your name?
My name is Eliana.
Hi, Eliana. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Are you in school, out of school?
I just graduated from Florida Atlantic.
Oh, congratulations.
I'm sorry, your first name is what?
Eliana.
Ain't happening.
Smiles, I think, is what you're going to call
Smiles.
her. Does that work?
FAU?
Yes.
And what was your major?
It was multimedia studies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What does that mean?
I wish I knew, honestly. Forgive me, I'm kind of getting over a cold.
That's okay. That sounds good for radio.
Are you always happy like this?
Unfortunately, yes.
That's amazing.
Is this a nervous thing, or are you always happy?
No, people call me Smiley all the time.
Smiley it is.
Did I let you say that? Thank you.
Smiley it is.
That's amazing. Like, what a great Monday morning smile.
But that's a selling point
Thank you
also.
so much.
When
Yes.
you go to interviews and things, and it's just a selling point that you're not walking around like the
I try my best.
Smiley, there it is.
Smiley.
Sorry, so how do you get to the next level?
Honestly, this is kind of my step forward. I'm trying to put myself out there. I was telling myself earlier, you know, I have to just put my foot in the door and just try my best, because with my degree, you kind of have no choice but to do that, because I know for a lot of other degrees, you go straight into the workforce, but like for us, like we have to try to push ourselves to get more creatively involved in stuff. So I think this is my step forward.
You're the creative workforce.
Yes.
You have to create your niche. You have to be different. You know, running a radio station is one thing, running a TV station is another, but the key word is running. You can run it. Remember the intern that we sent up to Utah to run a whole studio? What was her name, Ben? What was her name? Kaylee.
And I think she's now working in
Orlando. But she got from here, she graduated, and they signed her to be the station manager, like the general manager. She had access to everything.
Like she was like 3 to 6 a.m. or something crazy, but she got it, right?
She got it.
You got to, do that.
And she sat there and she goes, what am I getting myself into? I says, well, she had your same degree, because you have to be creative.
Yeah.
But she got a shot. You know, I mean, who gets a shot out of college like that? I was like, is this even real? I remember that. We even called them to make sure it was real. It was interesting. But you have to be creative. You have to be different. You have to, and just when you think you know it, and just when you think you're selling it, you got to twist it over and change it. Because if you don't, I'm going to tell you, it's going to be tough.
Because people's mindsets have changed. Besides what we have on our feed, because we have weird stuff on our feed. When you scroll through, you don't want to hear people talking. I think you need to do blah, 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 blah. You need, again, back to the hook. You need to engage people as
You're like
for
a
them to
pirate
look.
with this hook thing.
I'm telling you, it's because listen, if my mindset's changing, you know their mindsets are changing. Which means everyone, look, a song now is 1 minute and 57 seconds. Forget 3-minute songs anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Songs are down to 1 minute and 57 seconds because people's attention span is only about 1 minute and 56 seconds. So if you get that extra second, you're good. Think these commercials are 30 seconds. What you can pack into 30 seconds if you are creative, if you get it out there.
Yeah, that's a lot of if.
You
And it
can't
has
spend
to
time
land.
with a slow fade in into a logo that eats up your 30 seconds.
I
Can't
know.
do that anymore.
No, you can't do it.
So-
not with a minute, not with 30 seconds.
Right,
It's not
so-
even 30, it's like 29 seconds.
Right, so a production has totally changed. Forget the fade and get people in the mindset, you gotta go.
It's funny, the way they shoot a commercial now doesn't make any sense. The clip to the clip to the clip to the clip. They don't even, it doesn't even make a difference anymore. It's what they're saying and boof.
It's how quick can you get the information out before somebody turns it off?
You
or
know what's my
changes it?
favorite is how none of these commercials have anything to do with the product. They're just
Nothing.
doing crazy things because that's
Yeah.
what gets people's attention.
Yep.
Like there's a whole commercial for the Super Bowl about sloths. What does that have to do with beer?
Because of the way they move. They're so slow. So the guy throws a beer at the sloth and it hits the TV in the back and he's still going.
But you laugh.
I did
Do you
because
remember what beer
it
was
reminds
for?
me of me. Huh?
Remember what beer it was for?
One of the blue can. What is that?
Oh, I think the one with the M. I don't know.
Michelob?
Yes.
Yeah.
Michelin. No, those are tires.
We used to drink Michelin back in the day. But that would be a nice snitch, right? Melted Michelin.
A lot of interesting things.
What
I
about
know.
the pickleball group, the couple who challenged the world over the beer Ultra beer, and they're seniors, and they're going up against world-class players and actors and stuff. And don't mess with me because I'm a beat you, and they beat everybody. It was freaking hilarious.
Yeah, I'm not a big beer drinker, but obviously beer is a huge
You know what I drank
thing
yesterday?
for the Super Bowl.
Heineken.
Ew, that's like the worst beer.
It's the worst beer ever. Which is the better one?
Coors.
Coors.
Okay, I'm not taking advice from the guy who drinks Heineken.
Yes, and I'm listening to someone who
You don't
thinks she
drink
drinks
beer,
Coors.
do you?
Really? I did because of all the beer commercials.
Did you have a hot dog too?
No, there was no hot dog commercial. It was chicken. I had chicken.
There was Uber Eats. You could have
No,
ordered
there were
anything you
chickens.
wanted.
No, I wasn't. The cow with the Uber Eats at the end of the commercial was
The
hilarious.
Instacart, Uber Eats. I know. I'm telling you, if someone did a Back to the Future and they actually landed here, it'd be kind of a cool spot we could create for the studio. Of what it's like, a time warp of how they would communicate then. Remember Paul Revere, like one of my lights, so you got the light and then you come in here and you got everything on your phone. I feel like there's this huge change in societal norms that, look at this group we've got here that we can push harder and bring out their creativity to make a statement.
Yeah, but the object of the game is that you got to get the group to buy in. If they don't see it, if they don't understand it, they can't put their hands around it, you're not going to get them to do anything. It's just not going to happen. But they have to see it. They have to feel it. We got to bring in businesses out here. Remember when we went to that college, should remain nameless, and we had lunch, and I was listening to all of this, and then it was my turn to talk.
Yeah.
And you were like, "Oh God, please don't let him." And I was like, "I think
Don't let him talk in a corporate meeting ever.
I said, "All of you don't know what the are
You notice
talking
haven't
about."
called us back.
No, well, but you know why? Was I wrong? Was I wrong?
No, because there's corporate social media. I met someone the other day, and she does corporate marketing for a clothing company. That's a brick and mortar. If you can stay open as a brick and mortar in a clothing company, you have to have a huge budget, because right now you can order pretty much anything here. You don't need the brick and mortar for clothing, right? Other than to try it on, and then you can just send it back anyway. So there's a huge marketing budget. Do you do social media? No, I've got a team. The team strategizes, and after the strategy and the marketing sessions, then it goes to this team, and this team creates this, and then this. You know, their budgets are huge. We don't work within that realm of corporate America.
Yes, but corporate America should learn a lesson to what we do.
So let's teach them.
I was at a, because we gotta
I know
go.
we gotta
I was at a corporate meeting one time for this company, and they had brought this guy in from Orlando, and he makes me stand up. And I was a booking agent. I used to do appointments for all the different, for the Miami. I used to do the appointments for the Miami office. He says, "Tell us your spiel." And I looked at him and I says, "What?" He says, "Tell us how you get appointments." So I said, "Well, I need somebody to call in." He says, No, just generally tell us." He says, "Hello, goodbye." He says, "That is the worst thing I have ever seen." I says, "I know, because I don't base my spiel on what you want me to do. I base it on who calls in." So they wanted me fired. So the owner of the company, of the division, came up to me and says, "Why should I keep you?" I says, "I tell you, you know the salary you give me? I'll put it on the line that if we're not the #1 office, and I did it in 8 months, in the next year, I'll quit and you can keep the money. And he said to me, really? I said, really. And we were the #1, not only in the region, we were the #1 in the country. I booked the 99.4% close rate across the country. So don't tell me. And I did it based on, if you call me, I know your needs. If you call me, I know your needs. I saw appointments on the call, not on the spiel. Does that make sense? I'm going to tell you, I'll show you the magazines. I still got them.
Right.
Got to be good at what you do, but you got to believe in the way you do it.
Amen. All right, ready to wrap this up?
Ready.
More to come midday. We're going to talk to our new crew, see what else we can create. I feel like we really have to. We've got, I think, probably one of the best crews we have ever had this semester.
It's getting better.
With incredible editing skills, filming skills, communication, all of it. I mean, look around this room.
And if you need, do the hook. And if you need any type of marketing, social media, podcasting, video casting, you want to amplify your impact in business, contact us right here at the studio at 866-224-5422. Or
and
walk
Freddie
in
will
and
answer
talk
the
to
phone. Walk in because everybody else does.
I gotta tell you,
Door's always open.
Walk in and answer because your crazy idea actually will work. I'm telling you.
Have a great morning. We'll see you midday.
Don't be late. Thank you for listening to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. My mug is empty, and you know what that means.
I think it means it's time for a coffee refill.
As we prepare for other shows here at the Amp Media Production Studios.
Tune in for more fun and laughs at 12 o'clock for our afternoon show.
And remember to like, follow, and subscribe on our page.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe and be kind to each other.
And don't be late.